What is up, everybody? This video is going to be a little bit different. I've been thinking about doing something like this because there's a lack of kind of long-term reviews on YouTube of how do guitars hold up over time. And so today I thought I'd give a crack at what I think would be a good video. So a few years ago, I bought a Sterling Majesty for my birthday, and I played it exclusively for a year. And so this video is going to be talking about how this guitar kind of holds up over time and what I think about it after putting so many hours into it. So first off, before we get to pros and cons, let's talk about some specs. This guitar has 24 nickel frets. It's got a neck-through construction and absolutely unparalleled fret access. If you look at the Gem, which is the first commercial guitar with 24 frets, you'll notice it's still bolt-on and it's not quite recessed quite like the Majesty is. This guitar is also sporting locking tuners. I think this is a Graphtec nut or some known brand nut. It's got sweet, what they call the JP inlays. It kind of look like little bullets, little shields. It's got a push-push volume for a 12 decibel boost, a three-way switch for a bridge, both and neck. It's got Sterling name pickups. These are not the DiMarzio Petrucci pickups that he normally plays, but I'll talk about that in a minute. It's also got this modern style trim. It's floating, but it's not locking. You do need a 9-volt battery in the back for the push-push volume boost, but these are still passive pickups. It's just passive pickups in an active circuit, if that makes any sense. The first thing I noticed when I took this out of the box from playing exclusively Ibanez guitars before this was the neck definitely felt like a C. It felt very full, not in a bad way, but just very full. And I also noticed that the string spacing was a little closer than what I'm used to with Floyd. Pros of this guitar are, of course, the fret axis, neck through construction. That is just a dream to play. The other thing is these pickups, they're not the normal John Petrucci pickups that he plays, but they are so crunchy. It also stays in tune really well. Locking tuners I didn't think would do the job, but for how crazy I go on the whammy bar sometimes, held up pretty good. It's also very ergonomic. It's supposed to be that when you're playing, all the controls are in the arc of your arm, which they are, which is really nice, and you know, something that not a lot of guitar makers think about. It's also got a special volume pot. It's low friction, but it's very responsive. I think it's like the linear pots, which make it sound like it's getting exponentially quieter and louder. I think I have that right. Oh well. Volume pot is wicked. And it's real smooth. I've never had a low friction volume pot before this guitar. The other thing is the whammy bar is super smooth. That's the other thing I noticed right out of the box, is that the whammy bar is like butter. It is seriously slick. And it's a push in, pull out design. It doesn't have any screw, but you can tighten it to how tight you like it with a little Allen key. Alright, so now let's get into what I didn't particularly like about this guitar. So for me, when I was still a teenager rocking on this thing, it was a lot of money to me to buy this thing. I think it was $600 or $700, maybe even 800. I think I paid 800 bucks for this. And to teenage me, I didn't want to like scratch it or do anything that would hurt the guitar. And it's almost like it's too nice to play. But that's a completely me thing. That's what broke me on this guitar, is that it felt a little too nice to like beat up and take to gigs. Also, the 12 dB boost is very underwhelming when you're at full saturation levels with your distortion. It's like it's not even really there. You notice it a lot on the clean sounds. You notice it somewhat in mid-gain sounds, and you hardly notice it at all under full saturation. So I was hoping it would be way cooler. I know on the Music Man Majesties it's 20 decibel boost, which I don't know. I'd imagine it would be better under gain. One of the last things, I don't know if you can see this, but it's supposed to be a matte finish, and where I've played it, it's kind of made it glossy. And especially on the back of the neck, I do not like finished necks, because when you get all sweaty, if you're a sweaty player like I am, it gets kind of sticky. And when the nerves come out and it's ready to rock and roll in front of a few hundred people and you're playing a gig, sticking doesn't really add to the confidence. So that's my last gripe with this guitar. But other than that, absolute workhorse. It's an absolute dream to play. It's very slick, very sexy, and yeah, I'll let you decide whether this would be a good guitar for you, because I can't say. I'm very grateful that I got to play something like this, and helps me learn a lot what I like and don't like about guitars. Yeah, I think that does it for this video. So if you want to see more videos like this, leave me a comment, and yeah, I think that does it. See you guys next time.